Hello YouTube, I am Sovereign, and as you've probably guessed by the graphics in front of you, those of you who are veterans to the series of the Elder Scrolls will know that this is the Elder Scrolls 4, Oblivion. And I decided to pick this up because I wanted to do something that wasn't Skyrim, because there's Skyrim everywhere, and I wanted to do a Let's Play because there are so many videos about so many mods, and not really all that many of people actually playing the game. So, you know what, let's have a friggin' go. So, I've just come out of the tutorial dungeon here. There's the sewer grate. I summoned a skeleton because I was busy kind of farting around with sound effects, etc. So, I'm going to explain a little bit about my class before I go into the next dungeon over there. I skipped the tutorial in the intro because everyone's seen that a million fucking times. And if anyone really gave a shit, then they're probably done by now. So, moving swiftly on, I am playing a Breton. They're good spellcasters, they're resistant to magic, and they're good at summoning and healing. And yeah, basically, I love playing wizards. I love wizards. There's just something about telling reality to sit down and shut the fuck up that I find hell of a fun. So that's what I'm doing. I went for the birth sign of the lady because I'm playing a combat caster. I wanted a few combat skills, so a bonus to willpower, great for destruction magic, etc. And I went for, and you get a bonus to endurance, which will, that affects your hit points, and it governs your heavy armor skill. You can see there I'm wearing iron plate, which is the basic of the basic heavy armor. And yes, I think I do take a slight penalty to my spell effectiveness, but you know what? I'm a caster in heavy fucking armor, so screw you, hippie. I'll go over my class momentarily. Obviously, you can see I'm level 1. So, you can see my stats there. I'm reasonably strong. I can swing a sword. It's not my primary means of attack, but when I run out of magic and the enemy gets close, I can still stab him up for good. Intelligence is obviously vital for magic, so is willpower. My endurance is quite high there because I wanted that for the heavy armor. Also, armor is handy, and you get block, which is nice. Block is a thing that you do kind of anyway. Major skills there, you can see blade. It's almost a complete copy of the actual sorcerer default class, but you'll see that I don't have restoration. I have blade instead, and this is mostly because I was thinking, what do you use restoration for? Use it for healing. And I thought, well, I've got alchemy, so I'll just chug potions and it'll be fine, because I could use my magic for more destruction spells, more offensive stuff, conjuration, destruction. I've got alteration in there as well, which gives you bonuses to armor, etc. So, yeah, I thought, bugger it, let's just ditch that. We can cover it with alchemy. Alchemy's fun anyway. I like alchemy. So that's my skills. You see, their blade's not my best. Blade is not a great skill for Bretons. They get no buffs to it, and I didn't even think to take strength to begin. Well, I did think to take strength, but I preferred endurance. I'm a tanky wizard. That's what I'm going for. Obviously, I'm not with any factions, and days past. Active quests 8. Oh, yes, I did wonder how I had that many. It's because I have all the DLC. So there's a gazillion quests in there that I'll probably get around to at some point when I'm more into the game. So moving swiftly on, I'm just out of the tutorial dungeon that everyone knows about, and there's the little dungeon over the road here that probably also everyone else does know about, or not everyone. Also need to work out controls because I'm so goddamn used to playing Skyrim. I nearly said Oblivion. This is Oblivion. And it's still kind of pretty in its own terrible way. It's going to be a moment while I endeavour to turn the graphics up. I set this to Ultra, but it didn't appear to change any of the in-game stuff. So let's just go to town on this, shall we? Because this is an old game. HDR is not supported when Bloom is on. Okay, well, Bloom can go off then, I guess. Return. Righty. And that looks a little bit prettier. Hopefully it will be even prettier when I boot up next time for episode 2. In the meantime, let's have a look in Wilverin, I think it was called. Now, I believe there's some bandits around here. Yes. Oh, hi. Have a skeleton in the face and... My light armor skill increased apparently because I got shot in the foot. Come on. Bandit Bowman. Oh, you're a Dunmer, so you're resistant to heat. There we are. It's all about knowing the right spells. I'm going to steal your arrows because I have a bow. I don't know why I have. I'm over encumbered already. Jeez, what the frick am I carrying? Oh, this is all the junk from the starting tutorial. Oh, I've forgotten how it drops off. There we go. Oh, I stole some of the Mythic Dawn stuff. Let's get rid of that, get rid of that. Can I use a shield? Can I use a shield and cast? I think I can use a shield and cast. I have a burlap vest, that's very nice. Let's ditch that. Keep the wrist irons. I like to keep the wrist irons for... I don't know why, I just do. So I have them. I'll probably enchant them at some point. And I have my rough leather boots because it's that or no boots. I have some alchemy doodads. Oh, I can get rid of that ale. I really don't need to be carrying that. Right. Do I want to raise my block skill? Probably do. I can cast with a shield in hand, so that's fine. So we've killed the bandits outside. Oh, did you have anything interesting on you? Fur and breeches. Nope, we're not fussed about you, so that's okay. Bye bye. And that's the use button for Skyrim Sovereign. Okay, so in we go. Detect life is always a fun spell. Let's have some extra shielding. And you're dead. And that's the wrong button again. I'm probably going to do that for a very long time because I am so used to the Skyrim controls now. And part of me feels like I should be sneaking in here, but at the same time I'm like, yeah, you're wearing plate mail. Haha. Oh yes. Thank you, my loyal distraction. Chug a health potion. Now that. Told you I'd be doing that for ages. Spiky balls. Yes, I said that. Okay, so one bandit over there. I think there's another one down there somewhere. I think there's another one over there. So, how I see you. And you, my friend. You're a wood elf. Poisoned me, you fucker. Thank you. Oh, you're a nerd. You're resistant to cold. There we go. Kill them all. Ham. Alchemy. Lockpick. I mean, I do have a lockpick spell. Take that, take that. Ugh, still remembering half the controls for this. Yes, because you kind of get like all your starting gear in here, don't you? That's the other button. So, let's see, because at the minute I think I'm wearing the rusty stuff, yeah. Which is naff. So proper iron boots, iron cuirass, iron greaves. Ditch this rusty shit. I mean, I get that I could sell it for money, but meh. It's rusty, not worth very much. The merchants don't really like. The merchants won't really thank you for it. Gold. Go, my minion. Go forth and destroy him. I really like that punch them in the face and freeze them spell. Right, so I came in from over there. So what's up here? Gotta be something interesting up here. Oh yes, this was their little stash. Let's not bother with the arrows, we don't use them. Welkin stones, I remember them. Dirty scroll. Some of the men were worried about these old ruins being haunted, but Mafala, take them. This spot's going to be perfect for ambushing merchants along the road, all under the nose of the Imperial Legion. So, bandits, got some of those funky stones. The Khajiit are apparently shitting themselves. Oh well. They didn't really steal over much in the way of coins, did they, from all those merchants they intended to ambush? Knife under the pillow, classic. Now the weird thing about Oblivion, I found, is that leveling up your skills obviously levels you up as a character. However, you kind of have to focus, because if you don't level your combat skills, then you end up fighting enemies that are ludicrously powerful, and you know, you've got like mysticism to try and beat them. I'm not sure what a soul trap is going to do against an enemy you can't hurt, but hey ho, there we go. So let's see, because we've picked up some shenanigans, so let's see what. Let's make some potions, because, you know, it'll reduce the weight in our pack. No, Garlic doesn't work with anything, fine. I do miss the potion making from Skyrim, because it did let you continue making potions without having to go in and out of menus. There is probably a mod for Oblivion, but I, like an idiot, am simply playing the base game. I'm not sure I really want to pick up all. Do I want to pick all of this stuff up? I guess I do, because it's all alchemy ingredients and I can level my skill that way. So, there's another one. Have it. Haha, I shall kill you from here if you don't run up a tunnel first. Forward, my minion! Forward unto glory! And frostbite. You stay dead. You also stay dead. Yay, improved my blade skill on my own minion. Right. Okay, so there's a weird funky door. I will steer your carrot. Ahahaha. I will take your carrot and I will give you the stick. By stick, I mean a sword. And I will force it into an unpleasant, hurty place. And you will die. I'm not psychotic. Don't look at me like that. And this bit's full of traps. It's a trap! It's full of trap. Ah. have we got around here? I remember there's a few of these where there's like a pressure plate. Iron gauntlets! Actual iron gauntlets. Hooray! I don't have to wear my handcuffs anymore. Not sure why I always keep the handcuffs in Oblivion, I don't know. Is this the way out? I think that might actually be the way out. Meant to finish exploring, so this is possibly... Yes. I don't remember this many things being locked. That said, the... well, I have a restoration spell, must be the beginner one. That said, I was rather annoyed when they took the open lock spell out of the Elder Scrolls when Skyrim was released. I mean, it's just such a useful spell, and it lets mages not need lockpick. I mean, you still have to level your alteration to get the higher level ones, so I don't really see why it was bad. And there's a living or a not living thing back there, but we're gonna make it dead. Oh, it's a zombie. Turn undead. There we go. You were quite the tough one, weren't you? What's in your pit? Hopefully something for me to loot. This may be the way I was meant to go. Okay, let's go and explore the other bit that was obviously just there for temptationary purposes. My skill's not high enough. Maybe I can pick this. There we go. Oh, that's silly. Can get you through the floor. Die, skeleton. Die. Ha ha ha. Don't like these tunnels that go in opposite directions. I like to explore thoroughly. Ugh. Fine, we'll take this one first. Skeleton, rat, empty, skeleton. So there's a ton of like undead things in here. Come on, get down. There we go. I remember being able to knock those off plinths. They do fetch rather a nice price. I mean, I could use them to charge my own magic and enchant items with them. But at the same time, this is also early game and they are valuable. Oh, I remember this bit now. Okay, so that's how you get out of the pond. But I, being the avid explorer that I am, I will go back and explore the other stairs. Also, you're one dead ass Khajiit. I think I may have looted your corpse already. Okay. It's playing battle music at me, so let's see. That's a zombie. Skeleton, you're meant to be on my side. I think I appear to have confused the zombie. All of the fire. There we go. Impressive, that took most of my magicka. One thing I do miss a lot is the hotkey for take all. Just take all of the shinies. That's not mine. Begone, cretin. And further into the crypt. That's a trap. I remember that. I remember that being a trap. Yep. That's trap shaped. First didn't kill him. Then he didn't quite hit the spikes, did he, I guess? I think there he did. His little icon just disappeared from my HUD. No, that's not the one we want. That's the one we want. I want your alchemy parts. Man, there are so many of these. Whoa. There's a lot of them too. I think I should begin to think I should ditch the shield, because I forget that the Elder Scrolls, and in particular Oblivion, is one of those games where it takes your skills quite literally. So in order to level your heavy armor, you need to get hit. And I also remember being able to cast spells with two-handed weapons, so I might just pick up a double-handed sword at some point. Repair hammers. Yes, because your weapons break. Thank you for that, Oblivion. There's a few things I do prefer in Oblivion to Skyrim. One is the ability to make your own spells. I do miss that. Not really sure why they took that out. I mean, I do vastly prefer the magic system in Oblivion, like just on the whole. Never mind making your own spells. That was probably a mistake, but hey, I have turned undead. Right, let's get looting. Fairly sure one of these had quite a nasty zombie in it, but that's the droid I'm looking for. And there's another skeleton. Well, let's just frag you from over here. Come on. There you go. Anything worth looting down this side? There's a chest, or an alien cask, or whatever they call it. Alien chest. Which basically meant it was built by a bunch of frickin' old elves. For those of you who aren't familiar. Let's say iron shield. I'll take it because it... Iron short sword. Yes, I'm over encumbered. Steel short sword. Oh, bugger that. We'll keep that. I also have bear pelt. Why do I have bear pelt? I don't know. Well, that's me out of fucking hammers. Jump button again. I will get used to this. I will get used to this, goddammit. Fall before me, skeletal fiend. Give me your meal. There's a way to get that thing open if I recall correctly. Yes. Bingo. These are very shiny. Worth 1,000 gold? Yes, please. I don't think they're actually worth 1,000 gold. Well, depends what your charisma et al. Is like. But they're still worth a lot of money, and it's good to get money early on because affording better gear is always important. Being able to afford a house is freaking important because you need somewhere to stash the loot that you're not ready to sell or that you just simply want to keep. That thing is super shiny though. That is a quest item because I think there's a whole bunch of... Oh dear. Oops. Other ancient elven artifacts or Iliad artifacts. Come on. I'm just going to hack at you with my sword until you go away. Come on. Run! Come on. I remember being very good at this lockpicking game back in the day. Oh yeah. Fine, be like that. You can explode instead. You're dead. Nothing valuable. I could take your bone meal, but I'm already carrying a ton of stuff. Actually, that's probably going to be a good way to reduce the load. Let's make some potions. Get our alchemy skill up, because we can always sell the potions as well. More money that way. I will chug a health potion though. Ow, that was possibly a mistake. Now how do I out? I think this is how I out. Where's the map? That is not how I out. God damn it. God friggin' damn it. This is how we out. I need to get better. You were not a very good necromancer, were you? That looks shiny. That's not worth over much. None of that's worth any much. Kind of want to steal your clothes because I kind of feel like a character should have some manner of civilian clothing, but like, who uses it? Who really uses it? And I think the short answer is probably no one. Let's say necromancer shovel. No, just shovel. Necromancer sack. Blue and green outfit. Mort flesh. I guess some manner of civilized clothes wouldn't go amiss. I could make more potions though, so let's use the mort flesh. know that stuff weighs quite a bit. And can't really come out of that, so that's fine. Sacred Lotus. Sacred Lotus seeds, lockpicks, keys, money. And you have a letter from Jalbert, so that's the guy I just killed, to a Luke. Who is a Luke? Our beloved Daggerfall. So apparently he's a dude in Daggerfall, but I don't know, I'll hang on to that. It's probably like completely non-essential. Although I do feel like it's in character for my character to steal those books. Spellcrafting and alchemy? Yes. Alembic? Yes, there's a thing that makes my potions better. However, my weight capacity has gone through the roof again. You know what? Let's just ditch the shield. Oh, they don't want anything. I'll hang on to them. But the Alembic does improve our potions, so let's hang on to that. You know what I could really ditch? I could just ditch the fucking bear pelt. Because we really don't need that. It's fucking bear pelt. I know there's a quest I think later on. But I can just kill a bunch of bears. So, sod that. Frankly. We have opened the door with the sepulchre key. That's what you get, you puny necromancer. Ha! No one messes with the Iron Mage. I say Iron Mage because I'm a mage and I'm wearing metal armor, heavy metal armor, and I like fire magic, and you need fire to forge iron and steel and all the rest of it, and yada yada yada. I was making a horrendous pun, and if you're not okay with that, then fuck you, frankly. I like bad puns. And if you do not like my bad puns, you must be pun-ish? Yeah, okay. No, I went there. I'm sorry. Not sorry. And I'm now stuck on the scenery. Karma is very quick these days. Right. Now that we have finally made our way out. Back to the waterfront. We have cleared this glorious ruin of bandits, necromancers, and monstrous fiends. It has been cleansed, purged, and improved upon. And ooh, there's an Iliad well. What does that do? You draw power from the well. What does that do? I forget. I know it does a thing, but I forget. Iliad well. So I get Fortify Magicka. And I just get Fortified Magicka. Cool. That's cool. We can live with that. And I remember the bandits had a camp out here, so I'm going to grab that rest that it has been advising me to grab since I have leveled. What's in your bag? I will nab that. Bedroll. We shall sleep until the morn. Therein we shall make our way into the Imperial City at last. And for absolutely no reason whatsoever, the guards will not be concerned about this easily recognizable escaped prisoner wandering around. So, I have ascended to level 2. You realize that all your life you have been coasting along as if you were in a dream. Suddenly facing the trials of the last few days, you have come alive. So, okay. I've got a big buff to speed, but that's because I've been doing a lot of running. So my athletics has gone up, and I think my light armor went up a little bit as well because I got hit in my leather boots. Agility, security, sneak, and marksman. Like I picked a few locks because I couldn't be bothered because my magic wasn't high enough. So what do we want to focus? We want to really be focusing strength, intelligence, willpower, and endurance. So I guess those are the attributes I want to improve. It's kind of infuriating that It's not the attributes that have the highest buffs, but I guess we'll do. And then next level I'll do those two plus my strength, and yeah, that's not a terrible strategy. I've heard a rumour that a strange doorway has appeared in a small island in Nibbin Bay. Oh, that's the expansion. Who are you? Why are you following me? And I don't like that. Conjure. Why am I suddenly set upon by conjurers? I'll steal that one. Mage's Robe. Weak potions of healing. Touch of Frenzy Tome. Well, I am always happy to learn more spells. Illusion's not really my thing, but I guess it's nice to have. Yeah. I've leveled up twice. Okay, well let's sleep again. Still got a wee bit of time, so take 2 hours. That's a bit better. So intelligence, willpower, and we'll go for strength this time. That's level 3. No one is attempting to murder me in my sleep this time. That's good. And I think that is a sensible place to conclude episode 1. We have liberated Vilverin? We've liberated place. Yes, Vilverin from the clutches of its evil masters, and we have leveled up twice, in fact. Next up, the Imperial City. See you next time, folks.